Hey, auto repair shop owners. Here we are at the MAP conference in Orlando, January 2025. So AMRA, Automotive Maintenance Repair Association, is the producer of MAP, the Motorist Assurance Program. Driving standards in the industry. So I have with me a special guest, is Stephen Dreyfus. He's the CEO of ANSED. So tell me about ANSED Diagnostics.
Well, we started ANSED to focus only on diagnostic tools and quite unique tools, so that we were just not a me too.
Okay.
And we work with some very good people overseas, and we bring in the product. So most of it is from Europe, Europe technology.
Well, what are some of the specific tools that help the auto repair shop owner?
Well, one is we have a unique handheld 5-gas analyzer.
Okay.
And we couple that with our special diagnostic software to help the tech understand the relationship between the gases and lambda.
Okay.
And to locate what the problem is when the check engine light is not on.
Okay.
And there's a drivability or performance issues. The other one that's a big one for us is a digital pressure tester.
Okay.
And with various accessories, we can perform up to 15 different pressure and vacuum tests, but have it recorded.
On 15 different vacuum tests on one engine with one tool.
Yeah, with one tool and a few other accessories, bits and pieces with it allows you to expand it.
All right.
At both petrol, gas, and diesel.
Okay, so where can the auto repair shop owner find your product? I mean, can they buy it directly from you? Do they need to go through a distributor?
We work with our distributors.
Okay.
But we also have it online at our web store.
Okay, and your website is?
www.ANSEDDiagnostics.com.
ANSEDDiagnostics.com. Okay, ANSED Diagnostics.com. And then you have something prepared for us?
Well, I'm trying.
That's okay. All right. Yeah.
But the big difference, so what we've tried to do is understanding, and this is exactly 5 years since we joined AMRA.
Okay.
And it's been very interesting in learning how to approach the business and what are the right tools for the right job and to serve the industry, the techs in the industry. And MAP has helped us understand what we need to do in order to have a better relationship with the car owners who, historically you look at all the data, people have a fear of going to a workshop, to a mechanic, because they don't understand it. And if you don't understand something, you're fearful. Right. And it hasn't helped. What was it? 20 years ago, Sears had that big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that does it, that casts some of us in a bad light. So the idea of using analog versus digital, and analog is the old way of pressure testing.
Dials, right?
Dials and everything. You don't know whether it's calibrated correctly. You dropped it on the floor and the needle's at 0. So you just say, okay, I'm fine. I'm using it. And today with DEF, you have to have better measurements, more accurate. But the big thing is having a record of the test to be able to show the car owner what is wrong with the vehicle at that time, and given the ideas of why you need to spend this money to repair it. Because if you don't, then you'll have other issues down the road, which will be more expensive.
Right. And that's repair shop owners. That's the most important thing, is to understand why you should belong to MAP. The Motorist Assurance Program uses third party. So it's not you telling the customer that they need this part or this fluid change. It's the Motorist Assurance Program based on the recommendations from the manufacturers. So being a part of MAP is a great way to increase your sales at your shop by doing third party recommendations of services. And it's less than the cost of a lunch a month. So definitely sign on.
Well, it's not being short-sighted. I mean, the idea is to put yourself in the customer's shoes, that you want to, every customer wants assurance what I'm buying or paying for is going to work.
Right, yep.
And that's what MAP does. And with its various programs, we're getting more involved in that with these programs. and by able to demonstrate to the customers what is wrong and to be able to explain it in a very simple way, gets them on your side.
Sure.
And that's what makes you money.
Yep. ANSED, how does ANSED specifically help the auto repair shop owner?
Well, by providing interesting and training materials with our videos and everything, because some of it is very unique. I mean, like our digital pressure tester is quite unique out there. So we have great videos that explain how to use it, and it's real simple. We don't make it. You don't need a nuclear engineering degree to figure it out, especially for me. Even I understand it.
But I mean, it sounds like a time-saving tool also, 15 different pressures and vacuums in one test, right?
Yeah, you can do it various tests, but most importantly is you have a record of it.
Right.
So if you take a compression test with an old analog, what are you going to do? You're going to take a picture of the dial, do it 6 times for 6 cylinders, and be able to then show it to the customer. Ours is a digital tablet. It records each one of them, and you have all 6 shown in one test, and you can print it out, and you can save it.
So you can go back and look at it later.
A year later, something happens. I can look at what happened.
So it sounds like, you know, that your company's really keeping up with the technology and providing the most cutting-edge type diagnostic tools you can to the
As a small company, we're competing against the big boys, you know, like the 800-pound gorilla called Snap-on. And so we have to be agile and nimble and figure out where the right spot is for us in there and have something unique.
So, hey, auto repair shop owners, you guys are independent, so you understand what it's like running a small business. So Snap-on's a great company, but, you know, check out ANSED before you go buying some diagnostic tools, okay? All right. So there is a lot of competition out in the marketplace. So how is your company different from the competitors in your main?
Well, we focus very much on just a few product lines of diagnostic tools.
Okay, specialization.
And specialization. Most of our products are either patented or quite unique technology. And that's how we separate ourselves. But we are, a young, small company making our way in the big wide world.
Okay. All right. So here, a couple questions. How important is the motorist assurance program to ANSED?
Well, we're just learning more about it since we've been involved with AMRA, and we're seeing that the need for educating the consumer and creating a relationship with the consumer. And that is our focus for our products, to make it easier for the techs and the workshops to use to help them have a better relationship with their customer. Because if we do our job correctly and give them the right tools, they can do their job better and make more money. And that's the whole idea for all of us, is to educate the consumer. An educated consumer, what was the old ad line? An educated consumer will spend the money.
Correct. Right. Why should other organizations join AMRA, in your opinion?
I could not understand why anyone involved in this industry who's serving the public through workshops, or their chains like Bridgestone or whatever, would not want to network and learn. You know, the key of success is to know what you don't know. And this opportunity to get together 3 times a year for these seminars, with these talks, is fantastic. I mean, I was just in there about wheel lug nuts and everything. I had no idea about anything with lug nuts, but now I'm worried about my own car, what they're doing.
Right.
But no, I think joining an association, there's 2 reasons. One is education, learning, because we have to learn every day, and the opportunity for networking. And so there's no reason not to anyone in this business not to join AMRA.
I agree. How does MAP help you build trust with your customers?
Well, MAP is doing and providing, creating this software. We just want to be part of it.
For sure.
So
Okay.
we're learning that, and we're trying to participate as much as we can through our association with AMRA to help and learn.
Sure.
If we learn, then we can be a better service,
Right.
better
So
help.
learning and networking. That's probably
That's the key.
Yeah. And that's what we're all here for. There's another room just down the hall that's full of industry leaders and that are in the all kinds of companies in the automotive aftermarket industry, all meeting in one place. So, and then after the conference, we all go someplace fun. I think we're doing some golf things. So
Some golf thing.
yeah.
Yes.
Someone told me that golfing was expensive, addictive, and time consuming. So I never touched a golf club, but I did pick up a pair of skis, and it's the same. So
More so.
more so,
And better anyhow.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Hey, Stephen, thanks for your time. Appreciate
Thanks
it very much. Okay.
Appreciate it.